Fertilizing Coleus, what are the natural fertilizers that you can use for this wonderful plant and how often can you use them? Now, for Coleus plants, which are known for their vibrant foliage and fast growth, using a well-balanced natural fertilizer will enhance the health and the color of this plant. So I'm going to cover the best natural fertilizers for Coleus plant, as well as some guidelines that I personally follow to take care of my Coleus plants. So in terms of the best natural fertilizers for Coleus is number one is compost. The compost is rich in nutrients. It is also one of the best fertilizers for almost any plant, indoor and outdoor, including Coleus. And the compost role here is that it slowly releases nutrients into the soil, improving the soil structure and encouraging healthy plant growth. The second natural fertilizer that you can use for Coleus is warm castings, and this is another excellent nutrient-rich option that slowly releases nutrients and helps overall soil structure. Now, warm castings are gentle on plants. They won't burn the delicate roots of Coleus. Number three on the list of natural fertilizers for Coleus, we have fish emulsion, and this is a wonderful fast-acting organic liquid fertilizer that is high in nitrogen, which is crucial for the growth of lush healthy foliage. It also contains trace minerals beneficial for overall plant health. And number four lastly is seaweed extract. Often available as a liquid, seaweed extract is absolutely amazing for providing micronutrients and natural growth hormones that help to boost plant vibrancy and resistance to stress as well. So how often should you fertilize Coleus? Coleus benefits from regular feeding, particularly during the growing season, which is around spring through early fall. And here is how to use the natural fertilizer that we mentioned. Now, we mentioned 4 natural fertilizers. So if you want to use compost and warm castings, this can be mixed into the soil at the time of planting, and this can also be added as a top dressing around the base of the plant every 4 to 6 weeks during the growing season. And this method slowly enriches the soil with nutrients as it is watered. The second combination is to combine seaweed extract with fish emulsion, and these liquid fertilizers together should be diluted according to the package instructions, and they can be applied every 2 to 4 weeks. And it's best to fertilize early in the day or in the evening to avoid any potential leaf burn from the sun. Also, some tips and techniques that I would like you to know in terms of correctly fertilizing Coleus so you don't make the same mistakes that I did early on in my gardening journey. And number one is avoid over-fertilization. So while Coleus plants are heavy feeders, too much fertilization can lead to excessive leaf growth at the expense of vibrant coloration. Over-fertilization can also lead to nutrient burn. It can also lead to an imbalance in soil pH as well. The second thing is adjust based on growth and color. So please keep an eye on the plant's growth and color. If you notice that the leaves start to look pale or the growth seems to have paused, it might be time to fertilize. Also, the lush, overly green leaves with less intense colorization, what does that mean? That may indicate that you should reduce the frequency or the concentration of your fertilizer, and this will help to fix that problem as well. And number 3 is consider the potting mix. So if your Coleus is grown in containers with a pre-fertilized potting mix, you might need to adjust the frequency of additional feedings based on how enriched the mix is. These natural fertilizers will not only help your Coleus plant grow more vibrant, but it will also support sustainable gardening practices by helping to minimize the use of chemical products. Regular feeding, particularly during the peak growing months, ensures that your Coleus remains healthy, vibrant, and full of life.